Eric Trump recently went after President Joe Biden for the unthinkable crime of riding a bike.
You know, look at that picture of him on the bike, right? I mean, here you have Biden riding this beach cruiser. It's got this big kind of, ridiculous reflector on the front of it. I mean, it may as well have had a little horn on there. And he's riding slowly. He's probably going to go get ice cream, right? Literally in a world where, you almost have World War III, everything that you guys have been talking about on the show up to this point, but all the problems, here domestically, and the guy's literally riding a beach cruiser around the place, right? I mean, my father would be giving speeches in front of F-35s talking about how he's building the greatest military the world has ever seen. He'd be out there lobbying for, defense funding so he could rebuild the military. He'd be talking about rebuilding the nuclear arsenals. He'd be taking out, Soleimani and all these, bad guys around the world. Believe me, that was sending a true message of strength. And by the way, he was doing it with conviction, and he was doing it with energy, and he was doing it with passion, and he was doing it with strength, which is what you would expect from an American president. When you see a guy riding a beach cruiser in the middle of the day, this is the commander-in-chief of the United States of America. I mean, what message does that send the world that is literally in the middle of, horribleness?
Eric, starting with ice cream. I like ice cream. We ice cream for ice cream. And what's wrong with riding a bike? What are you doing, Eric? Oh, what kind of message is he sending by riding a bicycle? I don't know that he's fit. I mean, for a 79-year-old man, not bad. Look, he's just riding a bike. Oh, but you understand, he's not projecting strength. Hey, you know what isn't projecting strength? Crying on Fox News about Biden riding a bicycle. How is that strength? Nobody cries and whines more than the Trump family. Holy shit. It's a bicycle. Is he not allowed to go and get ice cream? No, this is manufactured outrage. I mean, and by the way, we rebuilt the military. No, you didn't rebuild the military. We've always had the biggest military. I mean, it's insane. Look, if anything, we need to cut the military. Trump, and by the way, not just under Trump, but you also had under Obama, Trump, and Biden, you had Congress continuously giving way more military funding than even the presidents had asked for. I think this last budget, gave him $28 billion more than Biden had asked for, which was still an increase in the military budget. How much bigger of a military do we need? No, insane. Again, you want to talk about, by the way, leisure time, right? Because I don't think there's anything wrong with taking leisure time, especially considering how the job of president is actually pretty stressful, okay? So riding a bike, not a problem. But you want to talk about hypocrisy. Donald Trump was out golfing like 300 times within his first and only term. He spent like a quarter of his presidency on the golf course. And by the way, he wasn't walking. He was driving that little cart. By the way, I love the cart. But, he wasn't riding a bike. Donald Trump would never get on a bike, which is very, very obvious. But you want to talk about crises as well. Donald Trump was golfing during COVID, after he was downplaying it. All the different crises that we had during the Trump administration, you could only find him on the golf course. This is ridiculous. This is manufactured outrage. Eric, shut up. You are a clown? Your dad is lazy as hell. Never catch him on a bike. Never catch him doing exercise at all. In fact, Donald Trump has said before that he doesn't exercise specifically because it drains your life battery. That's what it does. If you do exercise, you see you're only born with a finite amount of energy in your battery. And if you exercise, it depletes your battery. That's what he said. No. Ridiculous. I mean, the guy's just an absolute clown and a baby.